Tell you about an encounter I had today. So I was trying to find this restaurant and I went on their website. So I Google searched it, and the first thing I found was another website that wasn't theirs. So that was the first error, right? And then I went onto their website and I actually found it. So I found it. And then when you go on the Google, normally you see directions, phone number, website. So I clicked on the website, and on the Google business part of it, it said closed. So I didn't go there. So I went to the other location because that one was open. So when I went to the open location, they informed me that the other location was actually open. So I'm like, okay, well, the website said closed. Why would it say that? So that's like fail number one, is that your website's not updated. And then I actually got to the location and I spoke with someone and I'm like, hey, is this your website? And they're like, yeah, that's our website. And I'm like, well, okay, where are the hours and information? Hi, Katie, what's happening? So I'm on this website, and typically when you're on a website, they call it the hamburger. It's the three little lines where you click on either the top or left or right corner, and you it'll give you like the menu, the hours, the beers, the cocktails, about us, directions, all that good stuff. It wasn't there. I'm like, there's no navigation to this website. But on the main page, there were like delivery, visit, shop. But it looked like it was part of the main page, which I thought was odd. And they're like, oh, no, you're supposed to just click here to visit, and that'll give you our hours. And I'm like, okay, visit, hours, how do they connect? So long story short, the guy called me old. He's like, you're old. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm old? I'm like, this dude's like 10 years older than me, at least. I'm like, no, your website sucks. That's basically what it is. I mean, I go to a website and I want to find out really easily how every other website operates. Is they have a navigation at the top that says, what do I want to know? I want to know where you are you open, what are your hours, what's your menu, what are your drinks, like basic stuff. And if I have to call you or make a reservation, do you have Open Table or any other type of reservation system? And none of that was there. But I'm old. You call me old. I am kind of old. I mean, I'm not young, but I'm not fucking stupid. You don't have to be young to understand how basic websites and user interfaces and user experiences work. Your shit sucks, right? I'm like trying to help you out here, bro. I mean, I go to your website and a bunch of other people did the same thing. I told my buddy, who happens to be like 10 years younger to me, when we were meeting, I'm like, yo, the place we're at is closed now. So we were at a place that was closed. I'm like, yo, check out this place. Google them. See if they're open. What did he say? Same thing. It says closed. Some people have to understand, when you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you fuck up, admit that you don't know what you're doing and you fucked up. And he said he paid a lot of money for it, which I thought was great. He's like, I spent a lot of money for this website. I'm like, you spent a lot of money for a website that sucks. I can help. If you need help, just hit me up. I'm venting now because I was fired up. Anyway, I'm home. I got my pretzel chips. I love pretzels. And the regular pretzels, this is the multi-grain Utz pretzel. Multi-grain is pretty good. This thing is very dry, very dry. I don't know who made this, but this is like a pretzel chip. Anyway, I'm out. I'm just venting. Don't call me old. That's a very dry pretzel. Age has nothing to do with experience, continuous education, and being on top of what's going on. Anybody who's like 20, 25, 30 years old and they say that they're an expert and that they have their own course on motivation and follow me to be a thought leader. You're 25 years old and you're a fucking thought leader? Are you serious? You basically just got out of your diapers. You ain't a thought leader. You're a headline reader. You're basically reading other shit that people experienced and putting it on your blog and your Facebook, and you're saying your experience? That's some bullshit. That's some straight up bullshit. You ain't faking anybody out except for fucking stupid people. Right? So everybody who's given old heads like myself, paint them in a box. The disadvantage that you young folks have is you don't have experience. See, people can learn. Just because you didn't grow up with the technology doesn't mean you can't learn as you go on, right? So older folks have the experience of dealing pre-internet, pre-World Wide Web, pre-social media. So they understand how to communicate eye to eye, face to face. And then if they continue to learn, they also understand how to use the new mediums. Now, they may not look as cool, look as young, be as cool, but doesn't mean they don't understand them and how to use them in addition to traditional media and native media formats. So you can't disregard all that. You can't disregard all that. They got experience and they're continuing to learn. You're not an expert. You're 25, you're 30, you're 40, you're not a thought leader. You're still a young buck and you're still learning. Take that to the bank. Peace.